You know, I've talked about a lot of things in my life: technology, innovation, design, vision. But none of that, not the iPhone, not the Macintosh, not even Apple, matters as much as this one truth. When I stood on that stage years ago and spoke about death, the world went quiet. Not because death is sad, but because it's real. It's the one thing that connects every single one of us. Rich or poor, young or old, we all share it. I said something that day that still echoes in my mind. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. When you realize that time is limited, everything falls away. And only what's real, only what matters remains. Every morning, I used to look in the mirror and ask myself one question. If today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I'm about to do today? And whenever the answer was no for too many days in a row, I knew something had to change. That question didn't scare me, it freed me. Because one day, the answer will be no for the very last time. You see, death isn't life's opposite. It's part of it. It's life's greatest teacher. It strips away the illusion of permanence. It reminds us that everything we hold on to, the fears, the doubts, the opinions of others, none of it matters in the end. When you know you're going to die, you stop living like you're already dead. When I was 17, I read a quote that said, "If you live each day as if it were your last, someday you'll most certainly be right." That quote stayed with me my whole life. It became a lens through which I made every decision. Because almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, just falls away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important. Death became a kind of filter for me. Whenever I wasn't sure what to do, I imagined myself standing at the end of my life, looking back. And I'd ask myself, would I regret not taking this risk? Would I regret not saying how I felt? Would I regret not building something meaningful? That perspective changes everything. It turns fear into clarity. It turns hesitation into courage. We all live as if we have forever. We postpone dreams. We delay joy. We wait for the right time. But the truth is, there's never a right time. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It doesn't pause for you to make a plan. It just keeps moving. And every second you spend waiting is a second that will never come back. When I was diagnosed with cancer, I truly felt the fragility of time for the first time. One day, I was leading one of the most powerful companies in the world. The next, I was lying in a hospital bed, being told I might not see another year. And in that moment, nothing mattered. Not money, not achievements, not reputation. The only thing that mattered was, had I lived fully? Had I done work that mattered? Had I loved deeply? Had I made something that would outlast me? That's what death taught me. It took everything away except truth. Most people are afraid of death. They see it as an ending. But I learned that death is actually life's greatest invention. It's what clears out the old to make room for the new. And right now, you are the new. But someday, not too long from now, you'll gradually become the old and be cleared away. And that's okay. That's the cycle of life. That's what makes it beautiful. Knowing you're going to die frees you. It frees you to live authentically, to stop pretending, to stop comparing, to stop waiting. You don't have forever, and that's what makes every moment precious. I used to walk through Apple's halls late at night when everyone had gone home. The lights low, the hum of machines in the background, and I'd think to myself one day, all of this will belong to someone else. One day, my name will just be a story, and that thought didn't make me sad. It made me grateful because it meant I had a chance right now to create something that mattered. Everything is temporary. but meaning is eternal. The company, the products, the applause, those fade. But what you give, what you build, what you teach, that stays. It becomes part of someone else's life. When you accept death, you stop chasing validation. You stop needing to prove yourself to anyone. You start creating from purpose. You start living not to impress, but to express. Not to compete, but to contribute. Because you finally understand that nothing lasts forever except the impact you leave behind. What death gives you is clarity. It shows you that the car you wanted, the house you dreamed of, the approval you chased, none of it will matter when the final day comes. What will matter is how you treated people, what you gave to the world, how deeply you lived. We waste so much time being afraid of failure, afraid of judgment, afraid of loss, but in the end, death takes everything anyway. So what exactly are we afraid of? When you accept that truth, you become unstoppable. Sometimes I think about the billions of people who came before us, people who loved, who dreamed, who struggled, who built, and every one of them thought they had more time. And then one day, they didn't. One day, their story ended just like mine will, just like yours will. That's why what you do now matters more than you think. Life isn't short. It's just easily wasted. We fill our days with noise and distraction and call it living. We wake up, rush through our days, chasing something we can't even define, and then look back, wondering where it all went. Death wakes you up from that illusion. It shakes you by the shoulders and whispers, "This is it. This is your life." Every moment you spend in anger, every hour comparing yourself to others, every dream you postpone because you think there's more time, all of it is life slipping quietly away. You will never get this exact day again. This sunrise, this chance, this breath. When I faced my illness, I stopped asking, "How long do I have?" and started asking, "What can I do with the time I have?" I stopped asking, "Why me?" and started asking, "What now?" Death wasn't something coming for me later. It was walking beside me every day. And that awareness changed everything. It made me work with purpose, speak with honesty, love with intensity. Death doesn't take away, meaning it gives it. Without it, there would be no urgency, no reason to act, no reason to care. Death gives life its shape, and it's our job to fill that shape with something beautiful. When I was young, I thought the goal was success. When I faced death, I realized the goal was fulfillment. The goal was peace. The goal was love. And when you live with that in mind, you stop chasing. You start creating. You stop fearing. You start living. You don't need more time. You need more awareness, more courage, more honesty with yourself. You already have enough time if you start using it with intention. When you wake up tomorrow, remember this could be your last sunrise. When you talk to someone today, remember this could be the last time you ever speak to them. When you go to bed tonight, remember this could be the last time you close your eyes. And if that thought doesn't scare you, it should inspire you. Don't wait to say, "I love you." Don't wait to start that idea. Don't wait to forgive someone or yourself. Waiting is the enemy of life. And once you accept that you're going to die, you actually start to live more fully. Food tastes better. Sunsets look brighter. Conversations feel deeper because you stop taking them for granted. Death teaches you gratitude. And gratitude changes everything. Every breath becomes a gift. Every smile becomes a miracle. Every moment becomes sacred. When I built Apple, I wasn't building computers. I was building tools for dreamers, for people who wanted to leave something behind. And that's what life is about, leaving something behind. It doesn't have to be a company or an invention. It can be kindness, a song, a smile, a memory, something that outlives you. When you die, people won't remember your bank account. They'll remember how you made them feel. They'll remember that you showed up, that you cared, that you loved. That's your legacy. And death reminds you to build it while you still can. Because one day, you'll look back and realize that the things you worried about, the mistakes, the judgment, the fear, none of it mattered. What mattered was that you tried, that you loved, that you lived. If death teaches us anything, it's that we're all temporary actors on the same stage. While we're here, we have a choice to live as spectators or to live as creators, to exist or to truly live. Life is too short to hide behind fear, too fragile to waste on resentment, too beautiful to ignore. So while you're still here, breathe deeply, love fiercely, forgive freely, and build something that will last. Don't wait for the perfect day or the perfect plan or the perfect opportunity. Live now, start now, dream now, act now, because one day the world will go silent for you too. And when that day comes, the only question that will matter is, did you live before you died? Death is not to be feared. It's to be understood. It's the most honest reminder of what truly matters. Let it guide you. Let it sharpen your focus. Let it push you to create, to love, to live deeply. Because one day, everything will end. And that's exactly why today means everything. Your time is limited. So don't waste it living someone else's life. And if you can remember that, if you can live every day as if it's your last, maybe, just maybe, you'll start to truly live.